आइए अब इन ग्राफ्स को स्टडी करते हैं जो ओम्स लॉ के वैल्यूज़ से हमें, अब ओम्स लॉ को यूज़ करके अगर हम बनाएंगे तो ये ग्राफ्स हमें मिलते हैं। आप देख रहे हैं दोनों ग्राफ हैं, दोनों मिलते जुलते हैं, दोनों स्ट्रेट लाइन ग्राफ्स हैं और दोनों तरफ वेरिएबल्स जो हैं वो v और i हैं। बट दोनों ग्राफ्स में एक डिफरेंस है, हमने x और y एक्सिस के वेरिएबल्स को इंटरचेंज कर दिया है। देखिए इस इंटरचेंज से एक बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट हमें रिज़ल्ट मिलता है। आइए हम उसको जानने की कोशिश करेंगे। देखिए फर्स्ट केस में स्लोप जो है, हम सिर्फ इस ग्राफ की बात करेंगे, इसकी स्लोप जो है उसकी वैल्यू AB अपॉन OB है। Now AB is the height and this is the base. We know that in this case the value of slope will be, the numerical value of slope will be AB upon OB, right? So what is this representing? The AB represents the value of potential difference, that is here, and OB represents the magnitude of current. So I just substitute AB with V and OB with I respectively. So what equation I do get? I get slope equals to V upon I. That means it becomes a ratio of V and I. But we know that from Ohm's law, we know that the ratio of V and I also equals to the resistance of the conductor. So what is the conclusion here? That for this graph, the slope is equal to the resistance. That means the slope of this graph will represent the resistance of the conductor. So I'll take one more example to understand it better. If I plot the graph for resistance on the same graph, so let me call this as P and this as Q. So it is clear that the height of Q is less than the height of P. So that means the value of potential difference for P is greater than the value of potential difference for Q. So what is the impact of this? The impact is, for same value of current, you have potential difference for P, which is A, at A, let me call it as T. And for same value of current, the value of potential difference for Q is lesser. So that means if I give or provide lesser potential difference or lesser electric potential, I am getting the same current. So this means the resistance for Q has to be less than the P. So we can simply understand the inclination of this slope. The higher the inclination, greater will be the value of resistance. See, in the case of Q, the inclination, angle of inclination you can say is lesser. So that means the value of resistance is lesser. For P, the inclination is greater, so is the value of resistance. On the contrary, let's have a look at this graph. Now we're using some same parameters here, V and I. Now only the variables have been interchanged, right? So the slope is given by A dash B dash upon OB dash. Substituting the value of A dash B dash, which represents I in this case, it represents the current, not the potential difference as in the previous case. And at denominator, this OB dash is the value of potential difference. So I've just taken I dash and V dash and R dash just for the sake of differentiating between this graph and the previous graph. So what I get slope equals to I dash upon V dash, but I dash upon V dash is equal to 1 upon R dash. So that means the slope of this graph is inversely proportional to the resistance of the conductor. So higher the slope, lesser will be the resistance, and lower the slope, greater will be the resistance. Many a times you'll find a question pertaining to this topic in your board examination. So please study it thoroughly. Thank you.